stadium.
All right, Spuds fans, we are ready to go. You're looking live at Jim Goda Stadium. Spuds and Monticello in this section game. Spuds, Monticello meeting at the 50-yard line. Absolutely love this custom of lacrosse where the teams line up against each other and refs go through some rules. Goalies handshake and then they sprint off to their respective goals. Looks like a beautiful night for lacrosse today. Wind isn't blowing too bad. Slight breeze, not very too chilly out. Fans are starting to stream in. Spuds coming off 2 good weekends. We are a very high offense team this year. We're scoring from all angles. Defense very stout. Devin shakes hands with the Monticello goalie and they run to their side. Spuds will be going right to left on your radio dial. Spuds decked out in their all white shorts, white sweaters, white helmets. Monticello in their red with black with the white trim. Maddox Gregoire ready to face off and we're ready for some section lacrosse. Should be a good weekend. We got another big game tomorrow. Ball's on the turf. Maddox digging for it. He kicks it back to himself, and Maddox wins the first one. Gets it quickly up to Clem. Clem looking for somebody, gets his touch. Good win by Maddox. He is a student of the game at that center dot. Spuds now trying to get it in. Welly coming off the bench. Welly tried to drop it down to, I believe, Finn, but a nice play by Monticello defense to take that ball out of the air, what they call a nugget. And the Spuds on a back check. Nice job. Spuds picked the ball off the turf. Welly has it, gets it down to Warner. Warner with the shot, and he rips it high. But it looks like, and unfortunately, we almost had the chase, but I don't think the ref saw him back there, so they're going to give the ball back to Monticello. Warner with the shot over the net. Isaac Lyseth comes trotting onto the field. Spuds are going to try to pin him here at the 50-yard line, see if they can get him to... Oh, and they force an errant pass. Spuds pick it up. Clem with it again. Clem dishes it off to Overbo and just out of his reach, so that's going to go out, and that'll give the ball back to Monticello. Both teams with a couple of uncharacteristic mistakes here early. So give Monticello a chance to clear. Spuds are going to try to trap him at the 50 again. Being watched by Warner. Nolness and Overbo. And another errant pass by Monticello. Devig picks it up. Devig on the run gets it up to Finn. Paulson gets it quickly down to Isaac Lyseth. Isaac with the shot and the goal. Happy birthday, Isaac. Isaac Lyseth turning 16 today. And he gets us on the board.
By number 6, Isaac Lyseth.
Nice job, Spuds, breaking it out. Nice play all the way around. Forced an errant pass. Devig picks it up, and the Spuds were on the move. We are definitely a fast break team. The Spuds are working on becoming a little where they stop and zinging around a bit, but for right now, we are a fast break type team, and that puts us up 1-0. Happy birthday, Isaac. Ball's on the turf. Maddox after this one. Maddox with another win. He scoops it off the turf. One-handing it all the way down. Tried to get the pass off. Went on the turf again. He's after it. Oh, and he gets tripped. Tripped up. Both the guys were kind of legs tied up with each other, so no call. Warner over there trying to battle with his guy. Lets the ball loose and little kick back by Overbo. Now Warner again after it. Warner gets it off the turf. Warner in the end zone. Little spin move. Comes out of the end zone, looking for somebody, gives it to Overbo. Overbo with the quick shot, and Overbo scores, and the Spuds quickly up 2-0.
Spud goal scored by number 4, Rylan Overbo. It's 2-0 Moorhead.
2-0 Spuds.
First quarter.
Right off the bat. Spuds working hard. Ball's on the turf. Maddox trotting out there to take another draw. Looks like we'll have Paulson coming in from the near side. Cullen Pink on the far side. We got Struck Burton King and Miller on the backside with Devig. Allness, Overbow, and Warner up front. Another win by Maddox. Maddox trotting down. Gets down, gets his touch. Little fake pass to Allness. Now he drops it behind the net to Warner. Warner dodges. Warner with a little backhanded shot. And they're going to give it back to Monticello. So Warner misses on the far side. Monticello with the clear. Spuds on the ride. Multiple players exchange off the field. Monticello being watched by our attacks. Allness trots over to watch him. Now Monticello gets it done, gets their touch. First time Monticello's gotten the ball into the offensive zone, so let's see what our defense can do. They're going to wait to get their personnel on the field that they like. Ball's on the turf. Quickly scooped up. Looks like Finn's going to be the first one there, and then he bounces off his leg onto a Monticello player, and now Monticello back on the attack. Monticello being watched by Isaac. Misses wide. Devig picks it up. Devig looking for the clear. Quickly over to Isaac, back to Devig. Devig now over to the near side to Burniking. Burniking all the way across to Isaac. We're going to have to scoot so we don't get a failure to advance. Nice little spin move by Isaac. We got to get down and get our touch. Drops it down to Cook. Cook back to Warner behind the net. Warner up to Overbow. Overbow trots out. He's going to try to dodge. Alley dodge. Gets it back down to Warner. Warner. Ball's on the turf. Warner, he'll be the first one to pick it up. Warner to Allness. Allness with a quick shot around the net, and the Spuds are up 3-0. Nice play all the way around, Spuds. When we move the ball, we are going to be tough to beat.
Spud goal scored by number 24, Jonathan Allness.
With a nice little move around the net.
Moorhead with 8:08 remaining here in our first quarter. Timeout on the field.
Nobody saw him coming. Swoops around the near side.
Once again,
nice little pass by Warner and a quick little underhand high corner shot by Allness.
Here at Jim Goda Stadium.
The Spuds in this first section game are coming out roaring.
The other items for sale at the Spud concession stand.
Quick break.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Start the engine, shine the light into the storm. Knuckles white. And the clock ticks. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open. And although the job is done for now, the clock will always.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
All right, Spudomaniacs, we're back. Spuds are excited to get back onto the fields. They're already ready to go. Monticello's kind of like checking out their wounds here. Early in this first one, the Spuds have come out flying, 3-0. And like we talked about before, we are scoring a lot of goals this year. Our offense is very efficient. We're not a one-man pony. Spuds have 3 goals, 3 different goal scorers. Warner, Overbow, and Allness. Monticello breaks their huddle, gets back on the field. Maddox is dug in like an Alabama tick, and he's ready to go. Finn Paulson coming from the near side. Looks like Cullen Pink on the far side, I believe. Ball's down. Nice little scrum between the two face-off guys. Ball's on the turf. Monticello tries to scoop it up, but the Spuds still battling with him. And scooped up now by multiple players, gets all the way to the defense. Now everybody after it. Hungry Hippo. And Monticello bouncing out of everybody's stick. Nobody wants it. And Maddox finally does come up with it. Maddox gets the ball quickly up to Overbo. Overbo spins. He's going to have to get his touch. Gets it down to Cullen Pink. And Cullen Pink with a goal. We got a defensive goal, or a long stick midi, I'm sorry. It's always fun to see the long stickers get a chance to score a goal. Nice job by Cullen Pink. I apologize if I'm wrong about this, but I think that's Cullen Pink's first varsity goal. Number 16 joined the offensive rush. Nice play by the Spuds. There we go. 4 goals, 4 different goal scorers. And we've still got 7:35 left in the first quarter. Ball's back on the turf. Maddox digging in. Finn coming from the near side. That's Clem on the far side. Ball's on the turf. Maddox with another win. Maddox, quick little pass, bounces off the turf, and Monticello picks it up. They try to escape. Get inside, trying to get their touch. And an errant pass again, picked up by Struck. Struck gets down to Devig. The Spuds are doing a great job of forcing bad passes. Devig, long pass up to Cook. Cook quickly up to Olness. Olness looking for somebody. Little fake pass. Olness driving to the net. Quick little pass. Bounces off the turf, but Welly's there. Kicks it back to Olness. Olness, another little fake pass. It's the near side to Cookie. Cookie, quick little pass to Overbo. Overbo with the shot off the forehead of the goalie. And bounce all the way across. That'll still be our ball. Spuds with the ball. Bounced off the goalie's forehead. Olness started out. He'll drop it back to Finn. Or no, that was Warner. Warner up to Finn. Now to Overbo. Little swim move. Comes to the near side, getting hacked and whacked by the long stick. Now he turns on the Jets, and Overbo with the shot. Overbo scores. Spuds with another one, puts us up 5.
Moorhead Spud goal scored once again. Rylan Overbo. His second goal of the game. It's 5-0 Moorhead.
Back to the center dot. They want to get back out there and get this ball on the turf. Everybody's having fun tonight. Alex ready to go. Monroe, Judd coming from the near side. Looks like Clem coming from the far side. I need glasses, so I apologize if I'm wrong on the far side. Can't see the jersey real well. Ball's on the turf. Ref backs away. Nice little good scrum again, and Monticello with a win off the draw. They attack quickly. Oh, and another errant pass by Monticello. Not going to get all the way to the end zone. He tries to kick it back in, and his partner comes in to help him out. Quick little pass again. Monticello on the attack, and they score. Nice play by Monticello. Scoring it off the turf. Little backup play by
Monticello magic goal scored by number 2, Luke Dunn.
Multiple Spuds were unable to get
6:09 remains in our first quarter. It's 5-1 Moorhead.
Magic, I believe. Get him on the board, so it's 5-1 Spuds. 6:09 left in this first quarter. Thanks for joining us today on Spuds TV. Beautiful night for lacrosse. Little cloud cover so the goalies can see. Ball's on the turf right in the big M. Judd coming from the near side. From the far side. Maddox wins another one back to himself. Lobs it up in the air to Overbo. Overbo taking a couple of cross checks. Overbo with speed, gets down, gets his touch. Quickly over to Warner. Warner tried to do a little behind the back pass to Olness, but it goes up and over him. And out of play. So that'll give Monticello a chance to clear. Waiting for the whistle to go, and off they go running. Nice play. Oh, I thought the ball was on the turf. Oh, it was. But Monticello does pick it up. Good play by Pink. Another errant pass by Monticello on the far side, but they're going to get there in time. Pink's going to come out. Oh, and failure to advance, I believe. So that's going to give the ball back to the Spuds. Pinky's got it. Pink up to Olness. Olness looking for somebody. Olness drops it back to Isaac. Lyseth with it now. Spuds are going to calm it down. Isaac below the net, looking for a shot. Quick shot, bounces up, but he gets his own rebound. Takes a big hit, ball's on the turf. A couple of Spuds hacking and whacking. And Monticello does get it out. Long pass. Nice play by Burnking. He didn't allow his player to get a shot. Now Monticello with the shot. And they score, and they're going to draw a penalty. Struck absolutely destroyed the kid after he shot it. The goal's going to
Monticello goal scored by number 1, Donovan Zapata.
Comeback.
4:47 remaining in our first quarter. It's 5-2 Moorhead.
Spuds just keep the foot on the gas. Nice play by Monticello. A couple of quick hitters. Down by 5. You don't really have the luxury to pass the ball around too much. Smart plays by Monticello to get them on the board. 5-2 lead now by the
Penalty assessed to Moorhead's number 22, Aiden Struck.
Spuds will be a man down. Struck will go take a knee for a bit. Jameis. Ball's on the turf. Another win by Monticello. Center been doing a little bit better job here in this latter half of the first quarter. Monticello now trying to mount an attack, being a man up. They're going to bring in their shorty. Get it to him on the 25-yard line down near side. Long cross pass, nugget by the Spuds, but Monticello will be the first one to get there. Grandmas and grandpas out there watching the game, a nugget is when the defenseman hits it out of the air. And a shot by Monticello off the side of the goal, so Devig's going to start the clear. Maddox with the ball's on the turf, stolen from him from behind. Nice play by the Monticello attackman. Monticello now on the attack, quick little pass, and a nice stick play. Miller with a beautiful nugget. Ball's getting away from his stick. Great job of getting it out of the air, but he just couldn't pick it up off the turf. Now Clem was over there to help him out. Clem picks it up. Clem trying to get down the sidelines, hacking and whacking. Clem with the shot off the side of the net. And the clear by Monticello. Monticello gets it past the 50. Another attack by this. Another errant pass by Monticello. Ball's on the turf. Everybody pushing and hacking and whacking, but it looks like Finn picks it up. Finn, with his speed, he's got nobody around him. Finn all the way down, quickly to Warner. Warner with the shot and off the nice save by Monticello goalie. It's going to go out the side, and so Warner will get the chase. Back to full strength. Warner coming out of the end zone. Warner up to Overbow.
Moorhead back at full strength.
Spuds back to full strength. Overbow to Warner. Warner across to. Didn't see the jersey number. That was and errant pass. Ball goes all the way to the 50. Scooped up by Monticello. Quick attack by Monticello. Getting hacked and whacked on. And another errant pass by Monticello goes off the turf. Devitt goes back to pick it up, so the Spuds are going to be on the clear. Long outlet pass up to Finn. Ball's on the turf again. Finn, nice job whacking it out of his stick. Welly picks it up. Welly's got almost all by himself down low. Almost gets it down behind the net. He's going to calm it down. Gets it to Warner over near side to Overbow. Just under 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Spuds up 5-2. Warner down low, but below the net. Spin move. Looking for somebody. Warner up top to Isaac. Lyseth with it. Waiting for everybody to get in their position. Judd comes out. Finn comes off. Attack by Isaac. Isaac with the shot off the side of the goal, and we're going to get the chase. Warner down low. Warner coming out of the end zone. Warner with it. Spin move. Up to Oh, and he tried to go to Almas. Almas was wide open, but the ball was way up in the air. But Almas does get it off the turf. That would have been a beauty. This was speed up the near side, little fake pass. Oh, and then he got a flag down. Not sure who got them. Apparently it must have been on us because they stopped the play. So it looks like Welly's going to take
penalty on Moorhead's number 20, Colin Welly.
Take a knee. We had some good offensive tries there. This one was wide open. Just a little high on the pass. Couldn't bring it down. So Monticello had a chance to
1
attack.
minute remaining here in our
Just
first
1
quarter.
minute left in this first quarter. So it's back, but another errant pass by Monticello is going to give it a chance for the Spuds to get another attack here before the quarter is over. Judd's going to start it out on the far side. Ball over there, so Devick runs over to help him out. Wait for the whistle to blow and we'll attack. Judd steps one guy, gets himself into position to get the touch, beats another guy. Judd all the way down. Oh, and gets his stick taken right out of his hands. And Monticello now in the clear. Monticello goalie hold on to it.
10, 9, 8,
seconds left.
7,
And
6,
he's back on the turf.
5, 4, 3,
Play by Miller
2,
to keep that
1.
And that'll
That is
do
the
it
end
for
of our first quarter of play, and it's
folks.
Moorhead 5, Monticello 2.
Lead, but the match will come back, score 2, so 5-2. This home section game for the Spuds. And we will be right back.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Buffalo Wild Wings' new spicy chicken dippers are the perfect amount of heat. Same thing people say about me. They're like, Hank, you're perfectly hot. Gotta dunk you in that tangy beat-up dip hot. New spicy chicken dippers from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Need to make a great impression? Whether it's eye-catching newsletters, professional business cards, or custom envelopes, Copycat Printing has you covered for all your printing needs. Located at 1624 Main Avenue Southeast, 218-236-1115.
Home is more than a place. It's the people and moments you live for. With all you have to protect, choose insurance that helps you experience more of what matters most.
ladies and gentlemen, we are set to begin the second quarter of play. Monticello and Moorhead.
All right, Spud Maniacs, we are ready to go. Second quarter, Spuds up 5-2, came out hot. We just got to calm down and settle into our game. Monticello, good, couple of fast break goals. Ball's on the turf, Maddox is ready to go. Judd coming from the far side, Cullen coming from the near side. And we had a ball on the turf down by the end zone, so we got to stop play. It's youth night here at Jim Goda Stadium. It's fun to see the little guys over there. I guess one of them got the ball on the turf, but that's all right. Little guys they deserve to play a little lacrosse down in the end zone. Looks like Overbow's going to go down there and clean up the field a little bit. Nice to see the youth night tonight, free if you get in or to come in with your jersey. Good to see the youngsters. We got a good tradition going on here with Spuds Lacrosse. Pink coming from the near side, Judd from the other side, and a win by Monticello. They're going to try to get down and get their touch. Thanks for joining us, folks, on the second quarter. Nice shot by Monticello, but a great save by Devig, and he jumps on it. Whistle blows. I'm not sure what the refs are talking about. They're going to give him the ball anyways, so I think there was somebody in the crease. Long pass out from Devig to, is that Maddox? Maddox picks it up. Maddox. All the way on the far side. I think we got our touch, hopefully, or they're going to call us here pretty quick. Quick little pass across to Warner over his stick, but Allness comes over to pick it up. Allness with speed on that far side, gets it up top to Overbow. Overbow over to Judd, near side, up top. Maddox trotting off the field. So Welly will join the offensive rush. Struck will go back on defense. Ball up top to Welly, down low to Finn, near side. Finn attacking, far side. Gets it across to Overbow. Overbow tried to shoot, came out of his pouch, and the ball's on the turf. And looks like Warner's going to get back there in time. Nice job. Warner back behind the end zone. Warner with speed. Beats his defenseman, shoots and scores. Warner with another one.
That's a good
so the Spuds up 6-2 early in the second quarter.
10:43 remains in our first
Live
half.
at
6-2
Jim
Moorhead.
Goda Stadium here in campus of Moorhead. Spuds came out hot, 5-0. Dropped a couple to 5-2, and now back at it. 6-2 with 10:43 left in this first half. Spuds going left to right on your radio dial. Their white shorts, white jerseys, white helmets. Monticello in their black shorts, red sweaters, black helmets. Woody gets a chance to take a draw, number 21 for the Spuds. Pink coming from the near side. And Monticello with the win. Long pass up front. They start their attack, getting caught up from behind, but from Finn. Now they're going to settle. Settled down. Cook comes out on the field to help the defense. He's a good defensive midi. Monticello trying to set something up on the near side. They're going to bull dodge, but he loses the ball. Nice play. I think he got a ward, so Spuds get the ball anyways. Oh, and an errant pass by the Spuds drops it on the turf. But I think Overbow is going to be the first one to get it. Overbow beats his guy. Overbow with speed. Overbow across to Cookie. Cookie to Allness. Allness drops the ball right just in front of the net. He was just trying to take his shot. And it rolled out of his pouch. Just like Overbow's shot just seconds ago or minutes ago. So we'll have to shore up our mesh just a little bit. Monticello now on the clear. Gets swatted at by multiple Spuds. Ball's on the turf again. Quick play by Finn up to Warner. Warner looking for somebody. Little behind the back pass. Ball's on the turf again. Both teams playing a little sloppy right now. Ball's still on the turf. Warner picks it up. Warner Warner. Looks like Warner's going to dodge from up top. Warner cuts to the right. Warner with a shot, misses. Flag goes down. Not ref. I don't know who's. Looks like, is that Isaac taking the penalty? Is that us? I think. Nope. I didn't see who took. Monticello players coming off the field with a broken stick, so I don't know who got the slash. Looks like Monticello took. Somebody broke their stick, but they got the penalty. I think they slashed Warner on his way in. So we're going to be man up. Alness is going to take it out from the far side. Spuds get their man up personnel out. Monticello as well. Coach is barking at the ref about something. I didn't see really what happened. Holness gets it in quick up to Welly.
Penalty assessed to number 4, Levi Welly of Monticello.
Welly across to Finn with a quick shot over the net. Holness with the chase, so Holness is going to start it out with it. Holness, nobody on him, so he's just going to go. Holness, little fake pass, quickly up to Maddox, and then down to Overbo, and Overbo with a goal. So the Spuds up now 7-2.
Moorhead Spud goal scored by number 4, Rylan Overbo. That's a hat trick for Overbo. His 3rd goal of the game with a beautiful assist by Maddox Gregoire.
Nicely. Ball moving around nicely, almost to Maddox. Maddox
It's
down to
7-2
Overbo.
Spuds. 8:48 remains in our first half.
Maddox trots back out to the center dot. We'll have Finn coming from the near side, Clemmer from the far side. Spuds now up 7-2. Ref's gonna talk some things over. Not sure what the conference is about. Just a little delay here, folks. Overbo with the hat trick. Multiple other Spuds with goals. We're getting scoring from all angles like we have so far this year.
If I'm directing.
You pair that with our stout defense and our senior captain goalie, Devig. We got some potential from this team. The buzz around this team is pretty high. Ball's on the turf. Ref slowly backing away. Maddox kicks it forward and looks like, and Finn came in from the near side, just couldn't scoop it off the turf. And that lets Monticello make the break. Monticello on the attack. They get down, get their touch. They get down low to X. X looking, coming across to the near side, being watched by Struck. They get it up top. They're going to slow things down here a bit. Try to dodge. Gets it down low. Ball was on the turf briefly. Not enough time for BK to come over and harass him. Monticello trying to set something up here. I would imagine they're going to want to start speeding things up a little bit, being down 7-2. They're going to bring in another shorty, so rolls the ball to him. He picks it up off the turf and in on the attack. Tries to get around Clem. Clem with a nice stick check, and he gets the ball on the turf, and Miller with it, but he gets his stick taken right out of his hands, and attacked by Monticello. Good defensive play by both teams. Monticello gets it down to X. He goes to the far side, being watched by Struck. Spuds shifting. Now being watched by Burn King. Gets the shot off. Odd angle shot. Pretty easy save, but nothing's ever easy in the lacrosse world. So Devig with it. Devig up to Maddox. Maddox on the far side. Maddox quickly over to Finn. Finn with the shot up and over the net. I think we'll have to come back to that play. We had multiple players wide open on the far side and near side. Spuds with the chase. So Warner's going to start it out in the end zone. Warner coming off a fresh OT victory in the Spuds championship game for the Spuds hockey team to win the state tournament. Good to have him back on the lacrosse field. Waiting for the whistle. There it goes. Warner's going to dash to the behind the net. Outlet pass up to Welly. Bounces over his stick, but he should get there in time. And a little swim move, but the ball's on the turf. Ball's back on the turf, and Maddox picks it up. Maddox quickly over to Finn. Finn with the shot and a save by the Monticello goalie. Nice little drop down low. Oh, and we got multiple hankies on the field. So I think Welly must be taking a penalty, and I believe Monticello taking a penalty. So Monticello's going to have two guys taking a knee. So it looks like both teams will be having a player or two kneeling in the penalty box.
Number 13, Riley Lerberg. Number 21, Noah Polari. 2 penalties assessed to Monticello.
So 2 penalties to Monticello, so that'll give
Penalty
Spuds to be man up still.
Number 20, Colin Welly.
Brought in by Warner. Warner up top to Maddox. Nice nugget by Monticello, but easily scooped up by Warner. Warner back up to Maddox. Maddox to Finn. Finn to Maddox. Maddox, little ball's on the turf, but Warner picks it up. Warner up to Maddox. Maddox step down and rifles a shot over the shoulder of the goalie. Maddox with a hard step down.
Number 25, Maddox Gregoire.
That ball was coming in hot. So the Spuds, 8-2, 6:05 left in the second quarter. Spuds looking good, and we're going to have a timeout here, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, Spuds fans, we're back. Spuds still in their huddle. Monticello with a quick timeout. Spuds up 8-2, 6:05 left in this first half. Section game, home field. The weather looked like it was going to be a little rough all week, but not too bad. All right, Monticello breaks their huddle. Devig getting back to his cage. Spuds defense playing very well again today. Still, both teams still have a guy on their knee in the penalty box. So there'll be one less guy coming in from the side. So Maddox digging in. We got Cullen Pink coming in from the near side. Pinky with a goal earlier today. Super fun to see those long sticks get a chance to score. Nice little scrum at the center dot, picked up by Maddox. Nice play. And looks like it was movement on Monticello, so they're going to give the ball to Spuds anyways. Waiting for the whistle. Looks like the refs are going to come talk to the box, or come to the scoring table, so I'm not really sure why. But it looks like they're going to put a Monticello player into the box. Monticello coach questioning what's going on. I didn't see anything either, but so I think they're going to be man up. Number 9 for Monticello is going to take a knee, but I can't help you on that one. I'm not really sure what happened. Or maybe, yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on, because now Welly goes and takes a knee. Can't really tell you what happened on that one, but they're going to go back to the center dot. Maddox is going to take the draw. Pinky coming in from the near side. Ball's on the turf. Zebra steps away. Good scrum again. Picked up off the turf by Maddox. Little swim move. Getting hacked and whacked on. Reverses course. Another little hack. Now he's got multiple guys all over him. He goes down off on the turf, but I think the Spuds knew that trouble was brewing, so they called a timeout. Good job by the Spuds coaching staff. Quick little break. We'll be right back, folks.
Called by Moorhead.
For Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
All right, Spuds fans. Spuds took a quick timeout. We looked like we had the ball coming into the offensive zone. If we have possession, we can call a timeout. Maddox was getting surrounded by multiple Magics. Good call by the Spuds coaching staff. That retains the ball for us. Coming out of the timeout break. So the Spuds will set up. Overbowl will be on the far side. Spuds setting up their offense. Not man up, but Overbowl with it. He gets the whistle. Being watched closely. Gets it over to Finn. Finn down low. Over to Monroe. Monroe quickly to Holness. Holness dodges. Gets the bouncing shot and bounces over the net, but it should be a chase by Lyseth, so we keep the ball. Lyseth with it behind the net. Lyseth reverses course, comes back to his good side. He's going to draw a penalty as well. Oh my gosh. And then he got absolutely cross-checked right across the neck, hits the ground hard. Pops right back up, but he's going to go see if all of his parts are still there. Oof. He took a nasty shot to the face. That defenseman came over, cross-checked him right in the neck. And he hit the ground hard. Coach Alex coming over to make sure he's doing all right. Looks like they're going to send that defenseman off the field. So there might be 2 penalties on Monticello, so the Spuds should be able to quickly attack. Monticello player pleading his case to his coach, saying he didn't do anything. That was a pretty vicious hit, though. I like aggression. I like good, hard physical play, but when you come across purely in a cross-checking manner and get him right under the neck, that can be pretty dangerous for any player. I don't like seeing that for any side. So it's good to see that Isaac popped back up. He's got a water bottle in his hand. Some of his buddies coming over to see if he's doing all right. Looks like he's doing fine. So we'll have 2 penalties. I'm not sure the times on those, but Spuds should be 2 men up. Monticello with 4 guys out on the field, so we should be able to get a good attack here. Ball's going to be on the far side, waiting for the whistle. Warner's going to bring it in. Warner gets the whistle. Warner looking for somebody, gets it up to Maddox. Maddox back to Warner. Warner over to Overbo, up to Maddox. Maddox to Overbo. Overbo back to Maddox. Maddox down low to Finn. Finn to Maddox. Maddox with a shot, rips it over the net. But an easy chase for the Spuds. Holness gets the chase. Looks like he's going to leave the ball for Warner. Warner on the far side. Up to Maddox. Maddox with a shot again. A nice save by Monticello goalie. And they get off onto the clear, but the ball's on the turf, but it's going to get all the way across past the 50-yard line. Golf shotted by Maddox. Maddox, Warner. Warner's got Holness all by himself. Holness back to Finn. Finn down low to Welly. Welly's going back to Holness, but just a nice nugget by the Monticello defense. And then Holness gets in the way of the pass. Ball's on the turf. Finn picks it up. Finn across to Warner. Warner up top. He's going to slow things down, taking a whack. Warner spin move. Warner with it. Warner down to Finn. Finn with the shot, misses. Easy chase by the Spuds. Maddox will take it out from the far side. Maddox going to dodge. Maddox up top to Welly. Welly down low to Overbo to, and a nice play. I couldn't keep up with everybody. Welly to Maddox. Maddox with a quick pass down to Holness, and Holness slam dunks it. Opposite hand. Nice play by the Spuds. I tell you what, we start moving the ball like that, we're going to be a force to reckon with out here. Yep. Nice play by the Spuds all the way around, moving the ball nicely.
Scored by number 24, Jonathan Aldous. His second goal of the game. That makes it 9-2 Spuds with 3:38 remaining here.
Beautiful,
in our first
quick
half.
pass by Maddox from up top. That thing, he threaded the needle through multiple sticks. Woody out there to take the draw. We got Clem coming from the near side, Monroe from the far side. Monroe playing a little cat and mouse on the far side with his defender. Ball's on the turf. Nice little win by Woody. Nice play. He gets back to Clem. Oh, and there's going to be a penalty on Monticello. There's going to be movement on Monticello. So I think the Spuds will get the clear. There is a flag on the ground, but I'm not. It's going to be another talking here. So we're Spuds up 9-2 with 3:31 left in this first half. Thanks for joining us out there in Spuds Nation. Nice to have Spuds TV able to come to this one. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon. We got a really good one here at home field. So the Spuds will come out of this break with Maddox at the 50. Standing on the big M. Welly comes trotting out to join the offense along with Finn. Gets the whistle. Maddox to start the play. Gets it across to Finn. Finn looking for someone. Finn going to dodge to the far side. Quick pass and a shot by Maddox. And he takes a massive hit late, so he's going to draw a penalty. So we'll go man up again. We had the chase by Allness anyways, but it looks like a late hit by Monticello. It's going to send one of their players off to take a knee. So that'll put us man up again. Must have been one of their short stick middies. Came over and absolutely blindsided Maddox. Maddox over there checking his bearings.
Penalty assessed to number 0.
Pretty tough
Garrett
dude, so I
Bauer
think
of
he'll be just fine.
Monticello.
Monticello, can't really blame him though. That's kind of what you do if a team gets a shot off. They got to pay for it. Our defensemen do the same thing. But he goes to take a knee. That'll give the Spuds a man up advantage with 3:15 left. Spuds with the whistle. Allness brings it in from the end zone. Gets up to Finn. Finn up top to Maddox. Maddox down low to Welly. Welly across to Warner. Warner to Maddox. Maddox to Welly. And Welly with a turnaround goal. Maddox with another beautiful assist. Nicely set up play.
20,
The Spuds, you can starting to tell that we're actually getting some practice time. We started out the season with some rough times getting on the field because of snow and bad weather. But
Spud boys lacrosse fans, the Spuds boys will be back in action.
You can tell that they've been able to hit the field a little more often.
At 12:30.
Looks like a timeout was called, and we will be right back, folks.
Time.
All right, Spuds fans, coming out of the break. Spuds are back on the field. They want to get rocking and rolling again. Monticello trying to mount something. Monticello has had some pretty good attacks. A couple of their 2 goals early were on nicely well-designed fast break attacks. All right, Maddox is ready to go. Ball's on the turf. Clem coming from the near side. Monroe coming from the far side. Thanks for joining us out there in Spuds Nation. Ball's on the turf. Another good battle. Maddox scoops it up one-handed, hustling down. Does a little fake pass. Splits the defense. Maddox with a shot goes out of his turf, or out of his mesh, but picked up by Monroe, and he quickly shoots and misses wide right. But a chase by the Spuds. Cookie coming out onto the field. Warner coming out of the end zone. Doing a little 2-man game with Allness. Turns. Gets it up to Monroe. Monroe with the shot. Bounces off a defenseman, but Monroe's going to be the first one to get there. Monroe. Monroe coming in from the near side. Gets up to Cook. Cook across to Overbow. Overbow attacks. Spins back around. Cook up top to Finn. Finn looking for somebody. Finn with a quick shot. Finn, no goal. They're waving it off quickly. Not sure what they're waving it off for. I don't see it. I didn't see it, but they gives the ball back to Monticello. Monticello on the breakup, but a nice play by Overbo to come and crash the outlet pass. Now Warner looking for somebody. Warner. Oh, Warner, we had a few guys open on this near side. We got to see those. Shot missed and chased by Olness. Olness down low in the end zone. Olness to come out. Cuts to his right, uses his speed. Olness backs away. Gets it to Overbo. Overbo quickly to Finn. Finn dodging. Finn hits the side of the net and goes out, but chased by Isaac Lyseth, who I like to refer to as the Macho Man. Macho coming out of the end zone, cuts to his good side. Quick little pass across. And ball's on the turf. Looks like Monticello's going to get it. Getting chased by Finn. Long pass, outlet pass. Nice catch by the Monticello forward. They're going to get their touch and set up. They go up top, let their shorties come on.
1 minute remaining in our first half of play.
1 minute left in the first half of this section game here at the home field. Monticello trying to mount an attack, getting watched nicely by the Spuds. He gets a shot off, and he gets a goal. Good jump shot by the Monticello midi, I believe. So that puts the score to 10-3. Spuds up with 44 left.
By number 1, Donovan Zapata. With 44 seconds remaining in our first half, it's 10-3 Moorhead.
Maddox trotting back out onto the field. Looks like we'll have Finn coming from the near side, Clem from the far side. Ref setting it up. 44 seconds left to go in this first half. Ball's on the turf. Monticello forward reaching back with his leg. Kicks it onto the turf, but scooped up by Monticello. Monticello on the attack. They're going to try to get a quick one here before we go to halftime. Being watched by Miller. And an errant pass again by Monticello. That's going to give the Spuds the ball back. With 24 seconds left, that's plenty of time for our offense to do something. Let's get something rolling. Comes out, BK, cross over to Devig. Devig all the way to the far side to Maddox. Maddox back to Devig. Devig lobs it up and over to Maddox. Maddox looking for somebody.
10, 9,
Maddox to
8,
Olness.
7,
Olness with a quick
6,
shot. Oh, and that was a
5,
nicely set up play
4,
by the Spuds just off the
3,
side of the net. I think the
2,
goalie might have got
1.
a little piece of it. That was a nice
That's the
play.
end of our first half of play. The Moorhead Spuds 10, the Monticello
All right,
Magic
Spuds
3.
fans, Spuds up 10-3 against Monticello.
Time to check out Spud.
We are going to
Concession stands now
let the
open
teams go to their
directly to the west
sidelines
of the
or
main
their
bleachers
end zones
here
and talk it over,
at
and we
Hallmark
will be
Field
back
and
in a
Jim
few.
Goda Stadium.
Family is really important to me, and being able to be home and spend time with my young family, it's nice to be a part of that. I'm helping to coach my kids hockey. When you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing when you're on the ice, there's nothing like it. It just makes you feel like you're where you belong. The biggest connection that I had with Bell Bank was making a difference in our community. I really appreciate the way that they aren't afraid to stand up in the crowd and get out there and make a difference. I just think that our values really lined up and made a really good fit.
Northwest Blinds is a proud supporter of all Moorhead Spuds activities. For over 30 years, we have been providing customers with a wide assortment of window covering choices. Owners Arlen and Carlos Swenson are available by appointment for a free in-home consultation on all your window covering needs. 218-236-4813 or nwblinds.com. At Northwest Blinds, we say, you'll wish you had more windows, and go Spuds.
Selling land is a big decision. Knowing when and how to sell can be complicated. Let Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales eXp Realty, guide you through the sale process. Steve Dalen will bring you a local touch with nationwide support. Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales, where customers become clients, clients become friends. 701-893-8517 or stevedalenfarmlandsales.com.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me, got you smiling, that's for sure. Funny how you had the best of me.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Start the engine, shine the light into the storm, knuckles white, and the clock ticks. Time does not define me, it drives me. To keep roads, schools, and storefronts open. Although the job is done for now, the clock will always.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Buffalo Wild Wings' new spicy chicken dippers are the perfect amount of heat. Same thing people say about me. They're like, Hank, you're perfectly hot. Gotta dunk you in that tangy beat-up dip hot. New spicy chicken dippers from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Need to make a great impression? Whether it's eye-catching newsletters, professional business cards, or custom envelopes, Copycat Printing has you covered for all your printing needs. Located at 1624 Main Avenue Southeast, 218-236-1115.
Home is more than a place. It's the people and moments you live for. With all you have to protect, choose insurance that helps you experience more of what matters most.
for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Family is really important to me, and being able to be home and spend time with my young family, it's nice to be a part of that. I'm helping to coach my kids hockey. When you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing when you're on the ice, there's nothing like it. It just makes you feel like you're where you belong. The biggest connection that I had with Bell Bank was making a difference in our community. I really appreciate the way that they aren't afraid to stand up in the crowd and get out there and make a difference. I just think that our values really lined up and made a really good fit.
Northwest Blinds is a proud supporter of all Moorhead Spuds activities. For over 30 years, we have been providing customers with a wide assortment of window covering choices. Owners Arlen and Carlos Swenson are available by appointment for a free in-home consultation on all your window covering needs. 218-236-4813 or nwblinds.com. At Northwest Blinds, we say, you'll wish you had more windows, and go Spuds.
Selling land is a big decision. Knowing when and how to sell can be complicated. Let Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales eXp Realty, guide you through the sale process. Steve Dalen will bring you a local touch with nationwide support. Steve Dalen, Farmland Sales, where customers become clients, clients become friends. 701-893-8517 or stevedalenfarmlandsales.com.
All right, Spudomaniacs, we are ready for the second half. Spuds versus Monticello in a section game. Spuds up 10-3. Spuds playing very well offensively. Looks like we're going to let Devig get the rest of the evening off. Arvidsson coming out in the...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about ready to be in second
grab
half
the
of
net.
play, Monticello and Moorhead.
That's nice to see. We got a very challenging game coming up tomorrow, so good to let Devig take care of any bruises and bumps, and hasn't had to face too much tonight, so he should be able to recover quickly, and he looked good in the few shots that he faced. The goals they scored were, sometimes you got to tip your hat to the opposing players. The Monticello, their fast break on the goals that they scored were nice looking plays. Spuds are ready to go, folks. Maddox is ready to go. Looks like we got Clem coming from the far side. Monroe playing cat and mouse here on the near side. Ball is down, and we're ready for the second half. Spuds, Maddox picks it up. He one-hand passes it up to Monroe, and he just scoops over his stick, but then Overbow comes to get it. Spuds going right to left on your radio dial. Long pass across over to Allness down low. Allness with speed, beats his guy on the backside. Quick pass up to Finn, drops it on the turf, but he'll be easily back to pick it up. Spud's setting it up. Going right to left on your radio dial, and they're all white. Finn with the long shot, and looks like Finn scored. So another sweep dodge to the far side, and
Spud goal scored by number
opposite
2.
hand shot for Finn. He's got a
Finn
nice looking
Paulson.
shot. His lefty is his natural shooting
11:29
position.
remains in our third
With that
quarter.
right
It's
side, he
11-3
can bring
Spud.
the noise with that as well. For you youngster middies out there, learn to shoot both ways. I think you. So we'll change it up. We got Isaac Macho Man Lysef coming in from the near side. Maddox ready to go. So the Spud's up 11-3 now. Right away off the bat in the second half. Ball's on the turf. Good little battle. When Maddox goes down onto a knee and then scooped up by Monticello, but getting harassed nicely by Lyseth. Lyseth with him all the way to the near side. Lyseth not letting him get by. Now he does attack. Gets the pass across. They get the shot off and off the pipe and then swiped away hockey style by Struck. Nice play, 22. Ball's on the turf. Picked up by Macho. Macho on the attack, being watched. Macho with a shot and a goal. Flag on the ground too. I don't know, there's 2 flags. Isaac with another birthday goal. Gets the ball right around that 50 and just goes all the way down. Shoots and scores. Overbo and Warner playing hacky sack with the ref's hanky down there. So that goal should count. 12-3 now. Isaac Lysef with goal number 2 on the night.
Scored by number 6, his second of the game, Isaac Lysef. And it's 12-3 Moorhead. 10:51 remains in our third quarter.
And Monticello's going to take a knee. Ref coming over to explain what he did wrong. Looks like one of the Monticello players is going to go over and get a little, have the trainer take a look at him. Number 6 for Monticello. Looks like he's doing all right though. Finn coming from the near side. Clem on the far side. Maddox down. Ref backs away slowly. Scrum ensues. Ball's on the turf, getting hacked and whacked at by multiple players. Ball still on the turf. Multiple Spuds in after it. And I think Clem, now the ball's picked up. Allness picks it up. Allness comes in to help his buddies. Takes a shot to the face, but no flag. Spuds set up their man up. Waiting Welly comes trotting out. Overbo, swim move. Overbo on the attack. Gets it up to Gregwire. Gregwire to Finn. Finn does a little behind the back shot. Misses wide, but it'll be an easy chase for Allness. Cookie comes out to help the offense. Allness back down low. Gets it up to Warner. Warner to Welly. Welly. Maddox. Maddox looking for somebody. Finn back to Maddox. Maddox with a step down and Maddox with another one.
Score by the Spuds, number 25, Maddox Gregwire.
So the Spuds rack up another one.
10:03 remaining in our third quarter. 13-3 Moorhead.
13-3 Moorhead. Lysef comes trotting out on the field to join the attacks with Warner and Allness. Pinky coming from the far side, Finn from the near side. One of the Spuds laying down on the track there. I'm not sure. That's Overbo. I don't know what he's going to go. Needed to take a quick break. Another win by Maddox. Ball's rolling on the turf. He scoops it up quickly over to Isaac. Isaac with a shot off the side of the goalie, and that's going to go out, and it'll be a chase for Isaac. Cookie comes trotting out onto the field. Isaac down low. Reverses course. Ball up top. to Finn. Ball's on the turf. Allness now up top. Allness. Allness with a little fake pass. Had his guy looking the wrong way. He's going to take it down low. Now gets it across to Lyseth. Lyseth with the dodge. Quickly up to Finn and just an errant pass. That's going to get all the way past the 50. So Monticello picks it up, being chased by Overbo. Now trot down into the end zone. Both teams bringing in new guys. Jamison out there on defense. Nice to see him out there. Number 14. Monticello on the far side trying to mount an attack. Quick little pass up top. Long shot, and they do score. Good rip by the midi for Monticello.
Monticello goal
puts it
scored
to
by number
13
2,
to
Luke
4.
Dunn. That makes it 13 to 4 Spuds with 8:39 remaining in our third quarter.
Maddox trotting out to the center dot. Left Pinky from the far side, Overbo from the near side. Refs. Ball on the ground, they back away slowly. Ball down, kick to the near side, scooped up by Monticello, but hacked at by Maddox, but they do get a cross. Long pass, errant pass again. Ball's on the turf. Monticello's going to pick it up. Monticello on the attack. Ball's on the turf, kicked up into the air. It's going to get close to the sideline, but not far enough, so Monticello does pick it up. They get a couple of their middies back on the field. Let spin move, Jamison on him. Now they go up top, just inside the 45-yard line. Going to try to dodge. Go to the near side. Trots down into the X position, gets down low. They shift. Now up top. And another long shot and a goal again. I don't know if that was the same player from Monticello, but another hard, long shot from the 25-yard line.
Donovan Zapata. 13-5 Spuds.
13 to 5 Spuds.
Here in our third quarter.
7:46 left in the third. Spuds just need to calm down and play our game. Youth night here, Jim Goda Stadium. It was fun to see the little guys out there at halftime. Seems like just yesterday that the boys were that small. Fun to see the little future Spuds running around. Ball's on the turf. That should be a push, but no call. Multiple player scrum, everybody after it. Pinky trying to scoop it up. Ball still on the turf, picked up, and a whistle. But they're going to give it to the Spuds, so we'll break out. Break out on the far side, Finn with it. Finn. Cookie comes trotting onto the field to join him. Finn. Finn tried to go to Cook in a quick little one-timer, but scooped up here on the near side by Warner. Warner down low, trying to go against two guys, spins out of that. Warner with a question mark and misses wide left, but chased by Lyseth. Lyseth will take it out from the near side. Dodges. Gets down low, does a little two-man with Warner. Up top, tried to go to Welly, ball's on the turf. Finn picks it up. Finn to Cook. Cook back to Finn, down to Isaac. Isaac across to Olness. Olness with a rip, and that goes right over the shoulder of the goalie, and a nice play. Lyseth to Allness. Been seeing that combination since I coached him in 12 U's.
Jonathan Allness. And it's 14-5 Spuds.
14-5. You saw that play develop. That was a nice play.
Here in our third quarter.
Good finish by Allness. He ripped that shot right through or past the ear hole of the Monticello goalie. Not much chance of that save when you're 6 yards out and you're bringing it in hot. Beautiful play set up by Lyseth. Lyseth with multiple goals and multiple assists tonight. Having a good birthday game. It's always fun to play your sport on your birthday. Ball's down. Monroe playing cat and mouse. Woody taking the draw. Ties his guy up nicely. Ball's on the turf. Multiple players converge, and I think that's Clammer picks it up. Or is that, yeah, that's Clam. Oh, and he gets cross-checked from behind. Is that Clem? Or? Yeah, I think that was Clem. Bad cross-check by the Monticello player, but no flag. And then we get a flag for cross-check. What's going on here? That's unfortunate. So the Spuds will take a knee. I think that's BK is going to trot over and take a quick knee. Thanks for listening here, folks, tonight. Youth lacrosse night. Spuds up 14-5, 6:08 left in this third quarter. Coaches are talking to each other. I'm not really sure. I think they're probably talking about the 10-run rule, mercy rule. So the Spuds will play man down for a little bit. Monticello trying to mount an attack. And a quick shot, another longer goal by Monticello. Monticello has some pretty good shooters. I think that was the same one.
Monticello goal scored by number 1, Donovan Zepeda.
Same one from before.
Now 14-6.
Good hard shot by
number 1 in our third quarter.
Monticello. Spuds up 14-6 now. 5:48 left in the third quarter. Maddox trotting out to the center dot. I think we got Pinky coming in from the far side. Finn from the near side. Allness, Warner, and Lyseth as the attacks. Ball's on the turf. Good little play coming in from the side from Finn. He's trying to get it. Ball's on the turf. Everybody pushing, shoving, and Maddox does come out with it. Maddox trotting down, and he takes a whack, so he's going to get the penalty. Down low to Isaac. Isaac off the pipe. And that'll draw the whistle. So the Spuds will go man up. I think a slashing. 1 minute. Number 2 from Monticello. So this will give
penalty assessed to Monticello, number 2, Luke Dunn.
Luke Dunn will go take a knee. Spuds will get their man up crew out there. Looks like they're going to have, is that Cookie taking this one? From the far side. Wait for the whistle. Refs count everybody, make sure it's legit. And the whistle, and the Spuds are back on the attack. Spuds helped Overbow off his stick, and Monticello on the clear. Long pass. Almost intercepted out of the air by Allness. He leaped for that one. Monticello now trying to get across. Bad pass, and looks like Jameson's going to pick that one. Nice job. Gets it quickly over to Arvidsson. Arvidsson up to Finn, and another whistle. Not really sure again here what they're calling. Looks like the Spuds are going to take a penalty. So that'll notch up the players per side. Finn will go take a knee. That'll give Monticello the chance to get on the attacking zone.
Penalty assessed to Moorhead number 2, Finn Paulson.
Monticello on the attack, quick pass out front. Nice job by the Spuds defense. Multiple players get their sticks on it, and the Spuds come out with it. Looks like Welkin with it. Welks with his long stride. And did he step out? No, I think we called a penalty. Nice job, Welks. Looks like the Spuds will take a penalty or take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
Timeout on the field.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me, got you smiling, that's for sure. Funny how you had the best of me.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
All right, Spuds fans, both teams coming out of their timeout. 4:36 left in this third quarter. Spuds up 14-6 now. Against Monticello. Nice play by Welkin to get the ball up the sidelines. Spuds coaching staff took a timeout. So Maddox will start with the ball right here close to the sideline. Just inside the 50 defensive side. And the whistle. Long cross pass all the way over. That was Burning King was joining the offense. Now he gets down to Overbo. Overbo shifts. Cross over to Allness. Allness with it. Allness with a quick shot. And off the forearm of the goalie, I believe. And another shot by Overbo. Misses wide left. So a couple of offensive tries by the Spuds, but an easy chase. Cook's going to take it out from the corner of the end zone. Cook quickly up to Maddox. Maddox up to Overbo up top to Finn. Finn back to Overbo on this side. Go Maddox. Maddox, little fake pass, but the ball's on the turf, but he picks it back up. Maddox over to Overbo. Overbo to Finn. Finn. Finn down low to Finn gets caught with the ward, so that's going to give Monticello a chance to clear. If you guys out there watching the game, not sure what a ward is, if you extend that elbow and push off onto the defenseman, they will, it's the discretion of the ref, so he thinks he pushed a little bit, so that's a ward. So the ball goes back to Monticello. They start their offensive attack. Slow things down, let their personnel get on the field. Monticello now on the far side. Cross pass up front. Nice shot by Monticello, but I think he missed high. And they get the chase. 2:59 left in this third quarter. Spuds up 14-6. Monticello on the attack. Far side, being watched up top by Burning King. And a quick attack and a nice save. Arpson off the ground now. Finn picks it up. Finn, long pass up to Is that Clem? Clem all the way down. Nobody's there. Takes a big hit. I think they're going to give that ball back to Monticello. He tried to make the pass, but it went way over Warner's head. I think they're giving it back to Warner. Thought it was a shot, so he picked it up, thought he got the chase, but they're going to give it back to Monticello. Monticello. And stolen by Warner right out front, and he scores. Nice little play by Warner.
Stolen and scored by number 5, Evan Warner.
So tried to
second goal of the game.
Tried to get a quick pass to their goalie, and Warner snakes it out of the air and
here in our third
all
quarter.
by himself in front of the net. And dunks one home for a 15-6 lead. Jack coming out to take this draw. Monroe on the near side coming in. Clem on the far side. That was a very odd play. You don't see that very often. A quick little pass. The goalie thought he had it, but it was stolen right out of the air by Warner, and he just dunks one home. Ball's on the turf. Scooped up by Monticello. And they get across the 50. Now they get down, get their touch. Attacked. Shot from far out, goes high and wide, and then it'll give the chase to Monticello, so they'll keep the ball. Being eyed down low by Welks. Nice to see Welkin getting a chance to play some B. And another shot. And they're going to give it to us on that one. Nice play. Spuds with the chase. Nice job. And Monroe's going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, and he drops the ball. Ball's on the turf. Monticello picks it up. They're back on the attack. Long shot. Misses wide left, but they'll get the chase. Being watched down low by Welks. Walking with that 10-foot wingspan. Now they go up top. Spin move on Bernard King. Long shot. Misses high and wide again. But a chase by Monticello. 1:33 left in this third quarter. Monticello coming out of the Spuds end zone. Far side. Quick little pass across, and that's an errant pass. That's going to get all the way out of bounds. And that'll give it to the Spuds. We'll get the whistle, and Monroe's going to take off with it. Monroe, a little stutter step on the sideline. He's going to have to go up against a couple guys. Just a bull rush. Gets his stick knocked out of his hands, but then picked up briefly by Overbo, and now kicked all the way across. Allness picks it up. Allness is right alone. Dekes one guy, gets it down low, and tried to get a shot off, but then bounces right back to his stick.
1 minute remaining in our third quarter.
Allness with it. Ball down low to Warner. Warner with a little swim move. Another swim move. Working his guy over pretty good, and then Warner with another goal.
That's a good Moorhead Spud goal scored once again by number 5, Evan Warner.
Evan Warner with
third
another
of the
one.
game. That's a hat trick for Warner.
Warner with the hat trick.
37 seconds remain in our third quarter. It's 16-6. Moorhead.
37 seconds left in this third. Spuds now up 16-6. They're starting to turn on the Jets. Ball's on the turf. Looks like Maddox to take this one. Finn coming in from the near side. Clem, I think, coming from the far side. Or no, that was Miller coming from the far side. Scooped up by Monticello. Monticello on the attack, being watched by Miller. They're going to set up, get their shorty out there. Sing it back to the far side. Now he comes into the near top. Screen
10,
set, down
9,
low. Quick
8,
shot, misses wide
7.
left. 7 seconds left. They might get a chance to get one more play if they hurry. Quickly
6,
up top.
5, 4.
Try to get a shot.
3.
Long
2,
pass, and that's going to go out of
1.
bounds. And that's going to take us to the end of the third
The
quarter.
Moorhead Spuds 16, the Monticello Magic 6.
And we're going to take a quick break.
Start the engine, shine the light into the storm, knuckles white, and the clock ticks. Time does not define me, it drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open. And although the job is done for now, the clock will always.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
All right, Spuds fans, we're back. Spuds up 16-6. Going into the fourth quarter. Home field. Lights haven't turned on yet. They might by the end of this one. Actually, not sure if we're going to be going into running time. I believe we may. Spuds and Monticello getting their last words from their coaches. Quick drink, getting out on the field. All right, just about ready to go for the last quarter of the evening. Another big game tomorrow, folks. You'll want to watch that one. We're at 1:30. Oak Ridge, they have a very good team. Apparently they have 3 D1 commits for their attack. Their center's a D1 commit, 2 at least defensemen are D1 commits, and their goalie's a D1 commit. So that is going to be a good test for the Spuds. Arvidsson goes back to the cage. Spuds back on the field. Monticello back on the field. 12 minutes on the big board. And we are ready to rock and roll. Maddox to take this one. Welkin coming in from the near side. Monroe from the far side.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set to begin our fourth and final quarter. Boys Lacrosse, Monticello, and Moorhead.
Looks like we got some of our starters off the field, so we're going to get a few guys a chance to play. Maddox with it. Maddox trying to get across the 30, gets his touch. Maddox, little swim move, or pull and drag. Nice job. Gets the shot off, misses. Bounce shot, but Isaac with the chase. Isaac down low. He's going to play a little two-man game with Welly. Ball's back on the turf. Oh, and a push. That should be a push, so we should keep the ball. Yep. So push by the Monticello defenseman will give a chance for Lysef to have the ball. Lysef comes back to his strong side. It's it up to Lau. Lau looking for somebody. Lau's going to dodge. Cuts to the center. Nothing there. Oh, the ball's on the turf. And picked up by Macho, but dropped. Good stick play by both teams. Oh, and then Monroe absolutely decleats a guy. Can't believe that no flag came out on that one. Monticello now. They do get across the 50. Holy cow. Monroe absolutely hit that guy real hard. Ball's back on the turf. Bouncing around. BK with it. Back on the turf. Hot potato. Nobody wants it here. Monroe finally picks it up. He scoops it over to BK, but that's going to get past him. So Monticello will get the ball on the near side. Quick whistle, so he gets off and running. Swim or a spin move. Being watched nicely down low by Clem. 10 minutes left in this one. Spuds up big. Ball's on the turf again. Scooped up by Clem. Clem with speed down the near side. Takes a whack. Clem looking for somebody. Clem down to Isaac. Isaac backs away. Lets other guys get on the field. And a quick shot by Welly, I think on the far side, misses wide. Langer gets out onto the field to join the offense. Isaac to take it out of the Spuds end zone, gets it over to Welly. Welly to Alness. Alness across to Oaks. Oaks gonna dodge. Oaks nothing there, so he backs away. Gets it down to Isaac. Lyseth with it. Lyseth spins out of his guy. Nothing there, so he's still going. Gets pushed down into the end zone. Isaac ball's on the turf again. Fighting for it. He does pick it up. Welly tried to go up top, but long pass by Monticello. Errant pass picked up by Welks. Welks. Now the Spuds on the attack. Oh, and a big hit by Monticello on Langer. Ball's back on the turf. Monticello with the attack. Monticello now setting up, trying to get their shorties out there. Kind of moving a little slow. They got to get something rolling here. Oh, and that should be a bad pick, but long shot by Monticello. Misses wide left, but they get the chase. Monticello on the near side, trying to dodge. Spin move. It's going to take another shot. Misses wide left. Chased by Monticello. Ball down low, up top. Oh, and an errant pass. That's going to get all the way across. That should be ball going back to the team in white. Oaks is going to start it out here on the near side. Oaks looking for somebody. To Langer. Langer quick pass to Cookie, and Cookie with a goal. Nice play from Oaks to Langer to Cookie. Cook gets one. Nice play, 12. Good vision by Langer. Saw him right away, got it to him.
Number 12, Nolan Cook. 7:52 remaining in our
17-6.
17-6 Spuds.
Ball's on the turf. We're going to have Pinky coming from the near side, Monroe from the far side. Maddox taking the draw. Refs got their little notepad out to jot down who scored. They line the players up. Back away. Oh. And a quick movement by Maddox. That'll give the Monticello a free chance to attack. Oh, and Maddox knocks the whole stick and ball, everything, yard sailed him. Monroe picks it up. Monroe with speed. Monroe tries off to Isaac, and Isaac rips it, just misses wide left by a centimeter. We get the chase. Welly with it. Welly dodges outside. Ball's knocked out of his stick and picked up by Monticello. Monticello now trying to get around Holness. They get down and get their touch. Pink comes out onto the field defensively. Monticello. Oh. And Monticello's going to take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be right back.
On the field called by Monticello.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Buffalo Wild Wings' new spicy chicken dippers are the perfect amount of heat. Same thing people say about me. They're like, Hank, you're perfectly hot. Gotta dunk you in that tangy beat-up dip hot. New spicy chicken dippers from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Need to make a great impression? Whether it's eye-catching newsletters, professional business cards, or custom envelopes, Copycat Printing has you covered for all your printing needs. Located at 1624 Main Avenue Southeast, 218-236-1115.
All right, Spuds fans. Monticello with the timeout. Both teams talking to their coaches. Spuds up 17-6. Scoring from all angles. Monticello breaks their huddle. Spuds to do so. They come trot back out on the field. So Monticello will start out with it. All right, just about ready. Ref gives him the whistle. Number 1, he's got a pretty good shot on him. I'm sure they're going to try to set him up. And looks like we had a moving screen that gives the ball back to the Spuds. Spuds on the attack. Pink, quick pass up to Monroe. Monroe over the shoulder catch. Monroe gets the shot off, and Monroe gets a goal. So that puts us up 18-6.
17, Monroe Judd.
Monroe with one.
His first of the night.
Good play coming out of the zone by
6:32 remaining
Cullen.
here in our fourth quarter. 18-6, Moorhead.
Good catch over the shoulder by Monroe, and he takes it all the way down. Nobody's going to slide. You might as well take the shot. I thought we were going to go running time, but apparently we don't, so we'll keep going. 6:16 left this fourth quarter. Ball's on the ground. Come away, Monticello comes away with it. Getting harassed on the near side. And an errant pass, ball's on the ground. Kicked out. And Woody gets the ball off the turf, gets it back to Arvidsson. Arvidsson, long outlet pass to Miller. Oh, and it just off the head of his stick, but Welkin comes in to help out. Ball's on the ground again. Langer comes back to help. Now Monticello trying to mount an attack. And another errant pass by Monticello, and that'll give the ball back to the Spuds. Spuds on the clear. Looks like Clem will take it. Or no, I apologize. That I guess they're giving the ball. The ball's back to Monticello. I'm sorry. Must have went off one of us. So Monticello on the near side. Oh, and the ball's on the ground. Nice stick by Clem again. Gets the ball on the ground. Scooped up. Looks like Oakes. Oakes gets around one. Ball's knocked out of his mesh, and he dives for it, but just can't scoop it up. So Monticello back with the ball. Monticello trying to make an attack. Monticello with it. Long jump shot. Nice save by Arvidsson. Long outlet pass. Off Miller's stick, but it looks like he's going to scoop it off the turf. Trying to scoop it off the turf. Now Isaac comes in to help out. Quick little pass out front. Another pass. Nice play by the Spuds. It looked like, is that Langer over there? Yeah, Langer again with a nice look. Gets it to Welly and just couldn't pull the trigger in time. So now Monticello get on there, clear. Monticello getting it out to their near side. Spud's going to try to trap him. Nice job. Isaac knocks the ball out of the stick of Monticello, and now they get the ball. Isaac with it. Isaac right off the bat. Isaac gets it down, gets his touch. It's up to Lau. Lau all the way across. And a quick shot by Langer. And scooped up nicely by the Monticello goalie. Monticello on the clear. Being tracked down by Lau. Quick pass to the inside. Now he goes outside. Curls back. Lau still on him. And a quick shot. Nice save by Arvidsson, but then another shot. Nice save, Arvidsson. And another shot. Oh, and they get the goal on the third try. Oh, no. Great, two great saves. There's only so much you can do. I think that was number 1 again.
Monticello goal scored by number 1, Donovan Zapata.
High scoring player for Monticello.
Second half, 18-7 Moorhead.
Puts it to 18-7. Ball's on the ground. Maddox to take this one. I think we got Pink coming from the far side. Monroe coming from the near side. Ball's on the ground. Scooped at by multiple players. Monticello does come out with it. And a bounce pass. Nice anticipation play by Monroe. Monroe off and running. Monroe quick pass. Another quick pass. Spuds with moving the ball nicely. That's Monroe to Cook. And I believe Welly to finish it off. Nice play by the Spuds. Puts it to 19-7.
Goal scored by number 20, Cohen Welly.
Welly, nice plays by through the neutral zone. Spuds. Monroe to Cook. Cook with good vision gets it down right away to Welly, and Welly puts it home. Maddox already ready back out there on the. He loves this. Getting some draws. Pinky coming from the near side. Langer from the far side. Ref backs away. Whistle. Scooped up, coming in from the far side by Langer. He scoops it up. He's going to have to get it out of his pouch quick. Quick pass up top to Maddox. We're going to have to get a touch. He gets down, gets his touch. Nice job. Sitting about 1 minute left in this one.
1 minute remaining.
Ball's on the turf. Monticello on the attack. Ball's back on the turf, but he picks it up. Long stick for Monticello. Gets it down low. Monticello on the attack, and they get another one. Nice play by Monticello. 40 seconds left. All right, Spuds fan, 19-8 now. Join us again tomorrow. We got a great game lined up here at Jim Goda Stadium. At 1:30, we'll be on Spuds TV.
Magic goal scored by number 10.
Oak coming in with a high-powered team. So that's going to be
it's
two
19-8 Moorhead.
good teams going at it.
9.
9 seconds left. They'll
7.
barely
6,
get this one off.
5, 4,
Ball's on the turf.
3, 2,
and
1.
that'll do it, folks.
And your final score from Jim Goda Stadium, Hamras Field, Moorhead 19, Monticello 8.
Moorhead 19-8 section game.
Thanks
Thanks for joining us tonight. Like I said, tomorrow 1:30, great game again. Spuds will be back in action. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you then.
Once again, Moorhead takes on East Ridge tomorrow, varsity at 1:30. Right.